Good evening. How about we try that again? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pirates of the Caribbean, or Sea Dogs 2. Oh goodness, that's a lot of lead that's going to fly out of my backside if I am not careful about the trigger. I somehow doubt that old flintlocks had safeties on them. Right then, because I probably checked this last week, but it's been such a hell of a week since that I honestly cannot remember, let me quickly check that you don't have a Corvette for sale.
Take better care of your vessel.
No, you don't. You were the one with the frigate. Isn't that just a tragedy? Oh, something else I realised, which I've been incredibly stupid about. I didn't have 24-pound culverines. I thought it was, I thought I couldn't. I thought this is what I had because it said I can't install them, but no, of course. Of course, it's because I can't actually carry them. What I've actually got is a 24-pound cannon. So if I got this, that would probably have perhaps a longer range or fire a more damaging shot, but of course have less range. Oh, interesting. So it must have a more damaging shot then because it's worse on every other front. But I don't see any point in upgrading the cannons at the minute, as much as I would like to, as much as I'd like to shoot myself in the foot for buying a computer with an Intel graphics card, as much as I would like to get some bigger cannons, of course that might as well come when we get the next ship, when we find our Corvette. So we're ready for a Corvette, so we're either going to bump into a pirate Corvette that we can steal, or we'll find one on another island. But that is the main order of the day, is to find a Corvette. To be honest, that's all I really care about doing. But excuse me. In the meantime, there are a great many other things that we need to be getting on with, such as, for example, the main storyline, which I have been dreadfully neglecting, and for that I apologise, which has left Danielle to do whatever under the sun she wants for as long as she wants. How about we go and help who I think are the Portuguese? How about we go and help the Portuguese and see if they've got a Corvette? By they, I mean, oh, they do have a Corvette. Oh, they do have a Corvette. They do have a Corvette. I am most dreadfully excited by this turn of events. Right then. I'm going to leave the Portuguese to handle everything else. I also just realised there's only 2 Portuguese, which is going to leave me in a bit of a pickle. But these pirates don't seem to have noticed that I'm here, which is excellent. Otherwise, I presume they would have shot at me by now. But never mind. I should probably reload my my chain shot, shouldn't I, in order to damage people's sails so that they go a bit slower, because goodness knows that Corvette is going to get away from me rather quickly, because it's dreadfully fast, which is half the reason I'm after the bleeding thing. Yeah, and they're shooting at my sails as well, which is going to slow me down, and not just slow the frame rate down. Alright, the pirates seem to have decided that this is a dreadful plan. Oh my Gideon, you're a little bit too close for comfort there, my friend. Thank you very much for dropping your sails. Shoot at you again. Come on, I will have that ship, by hook or by crook. By hook, I mean the hook of my grappler mines, that's the word I'm looking for. Right, let me fire at you as well, slow you down, discourage you from catching up to me. Now that's it. Pull to the port. Towards the port, actually, given that Redmond's right over there. Oh gosh. I do like that no one's shooting at me at the moment, which is most dreadfully kind of them. But the problem is that, oh no, I was going to say the problem is I've only got 1 officer, so I couldn't board the other ships even if I wanted to, because what? Who's that? Oh goodness! That was one of the good guy ships. Oh goodness! I might have bitten off a little more than I can chew. And by a little, I mean a lot. I've also just realised if I do board one of their ships, that would be a perfect way of sinking it, because I can just dump it. Let me try and board this one. I'll fire off at some. Oh! Or maybe I could swap. That'd be a good way of repairing my ship, wouldn't it? Oh gosh, here we are. Right, time to shoot. You have a nice hat, but that won't save you, my friend. Everyone knows that hats are not excellent armour. And I'll forget how to play the bloody game again. Okay, right. This has not gone quite according to plan, but it's a hell of a beginning for the week, isn't it? I will have that Corvette. I will probably die in the process, but I will have that Corvette. Oh, interesting. I was wondering about this multi-barreled pistol, whether if after firing 1 bullet, it would reload that bullet, or whether I have to fire all the bullets before it reloads any of them. It would seem the latter is true. Okay, we didn't lose any crew, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can do a bit more murdering. Bit more murdering! Let's die, man. Thank you. Oh, my Gideon. That took a lot of health away from me. There we go. Good, 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 good. Okay, let me use a potion. Only one of my men survived, which was dreadful, and I managed to get myself stabbed in the face by a bearded brigand. But never mind, you can't have everything. Okay, next level? No, okay, good. Good, 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 good. She is in decent nick. Now I'm wondering whether I should just take this and run away. No, I am not going to do that. I'm going to be big and brave and get slightly excited to think that you had some ebony on board, of which you don't. Alright, let me also take more of these, as many as I can carry, to be honest with you, because, there we are, that'll do. And I'll steal the crew as well. And then I will abandon you to die and gain 7,000 XP. Goodness, that's a lot of experience points. Now, the question is can I get over there without getting sunk? The answer to that question is likely no. I do like that the music has become incredibly sort of peaceful and serene at the moment. No, that's the end of me. Right, well, I'll go out with my cannons firing, if nothing else. Cannons firing things that won't really help, but never mind. Oh, well, never mind. Always more Corvettes in the sea, as the ancient saying goes. I'm sure that's what they're on about. Right then, that wasn't an auspicious beginning, was it? At least I remember to put the camera back in decent time. This time. Never mind. The sea looks a bit better this time, so maybe that's a sign from fate that this time our voyage will go better. Oh my good God. The problem, I think, is that I've had my heart set on a Corvette for so long that I haven't upgraded my ship much at all, you see? Because if I'd upgraded to a level 3 or a level 4 ship by now, then I'd be in much better waters for performing battle. But no. Alright, well, that's enough neglecting the main storyline. Unless the pirates force the battle on us, I am going to go after Danielle in the Ox Bay mines, which she has had lots of time to poke around and pretend to be Indiana Jones. But we're just going to have to spoil that for her. Alrighty then, let us go to Ox Bay, I reckon, and see, given that is where we are supposed to be, and let us moor. Oh, goodness. It doesn't feel like months and months and months ago that we began here, but it has been months and months ago. Is there anything under there? There's something. It's like a little dot of something. A small pearl. Excellent. I was going to say we should stop at a merchant and sell all of the things that I just stole, but then I remembered that the pirates went and stole my life, and then I cheated death by reloading. Aren't you standing at your post, sir? You stand with all of the dignity of an overweight pig. Now, we need to find the Ox Bay mines, which is going to be a little difficult because I haven't got a Baldies where I left them. I know I've seen them somewhere before, but I'm not wholly sure where. So, let me see, because there aren't multiple exits out of Ox Bay. Because Ox Bay and Greenford are the smallest of the settlements. There's only one exit from... Are the Ox Bay mines actually accessible from Greenford now that I think about it, which is really, really stupid. Because what I dislike about this island, which I find very confusing, is that the name of the island is Ox Bay, and the name of one of the towns is Ox Bay. So you don't know whether Ox Bay mines means the mines near Ox Bay the town, or the... Oh, goodness. I'm going to go over here. Thank you to the person that mowed this bit of grass, and thus is allowing me to... escape via it. But, yeah, good. They don't seem particularly interested in me. I'd be interested in fixing the frame rate, but other than that, there's not a lot we can worry about. There's nothing behind here, is there? There's... What the hell is that? Oh, that's a money pouch. Oh, goodness, I don't think I've ever actually seen a rendering of a money pouch before. Interesting. But no, I don't know whether the Ox Bay mines are because... Oh my giddy, we're in the wrong place again. I don't know whether the Ox Bay mines are in the... What are you not doing wandering around? You people don't go for a walk. You people don't exercise. You're dreadfully bloated brigands. Oh, I've also realised you're not a brigand. You're just wearing dark clothing, aren't you? Take my humble advice, with pleasure. Do not travel here at night. I understand this fact. But, yeah, this is a bit embarrassing. Bit embarrassing, because I've gotten this completely and utterly lost. Never mind. We're going to have a little jump cut while I figure out where the mines are, because goodness knows I spend enough time in this game wandering around in the jungle without the faintest idea of where under the sun it is I'm going, and after wasting an awful lot of time getting sunk by the pirates, I I suddenly realise that I really need to get the hell on with this, don't I?
Hola, what can I do for you?
Right, okay. So, first thing I need to tell you is that the Oxbay jungle is full of brigands today, and everyone was trying to murder me and rob me, but never mind. So I went all the way through the jungle, got to Greenford, and I just stepped out of the Greenford door, and now I've run into Stefan Bosa. What on earth do you want to talk to me about? I can tell that you and your companions are strong fellows. I can tell that you need a pair of glasses, mate, because there's only one of me here. I don't quite understand what you've said. Don't worry, you will understand later. Enough riddles. Oh, hang on, I've been smacked in the face. And now I'm down in the mines. And all my stuff has been taken. Right, I have no memory of being chucked in Sidna Mine, but alright, you're awake, are you? Then start working. These slave drivers don't like to see someone loafing. How did I get here? I heard the slave traders brought you here. They boasted that they smacked you on the head pretty hard. What about my crew? It seems they managed to escape capture. Well, not surprising, they're on the other side of the bloody island. Well, great. They'll hear from me soon. I wouldn't count on that. Maybe you're right. I'll try and find a way to get out of here myself. Then you don't know my crew. They'd do anything for me, including charge needlessly into battle in search of a Corvette that we still haven't found. Alright, get back to work. A guard is coming. So, what's your point? As in, we're probably going to get hit with a brick in a minute if I'm not careful.
Consider for a wooden leg, if you get me.
What do you think this is? High tea with the governor? Get to work. I'm sorry, is the dog in here? I'm sure you couldn't have been addressing a sea captain that way. You, a captain? You've never seen a ship in your life. Then how do you explain my excellently tailored shirt? Now, to work, I say. I can prove that I am a captain. I have heard enough of your lies. Get ready to feel my sword. Are you sure you want to do that? I serve England under the orders of the governor himself. Well, aren't you a big talker? I'll put a stop to that soon enough. We shall see. What I'm a bit nervous about is actually getting into a brawl with these people. I heard you speaking with an officer. Are you really a captain? No, I was yammering on about my ship and crew earlier because they are the crew of my theatre production. Let me put it this way, do you want to get out of here or not? Well, can you help me? This is a mine, not a prison. Escaping from here is not the problem. The trick is getting off the island. As it happens, my ship is anchored near the island, on the wrong side of it, but never mind. Excellent. Can you fence? What kind of captain would I be if I couldn't fence? Give me a hammer, some nails, and some planks of wood, and I'll build you a fantastic barrier. Oh, you mean hit someone with a sword? Sort of middling. True enough, so here is the plan. A recent landslide buried scores of workers and 4 soldiers. Did you manage to dig their weapons out? Indeed we did. Now listen, I can send a message from the jail. We'll need your ship to be waiting for us near the lighthouse. Done. Get this letter to my officers. Goodness knows where I kept my quill and inkstand, and they'll be sure that the ship arrives. We've several hours before we can make our break. Get yourself some rest. Wait, have you heard anything about some earthen tablets with strange symbols on them? They must be kept somewhere around here. Are they what you brought here? Why is everyone so interested in it? What do you mean by everyone? Another man here came a number of months ago and made a copy of the tablets. And just a few days ago, a lady came asking for them too. I bet she didn't get smacked in the chops. Interesting, but you still haven't answered my question. Are they still here? What's left of them? Yes, they were almost completely destroyed by the landslide. Oh, you mean the tablets? I thought you meant the woman. Never mind. Of all the rotten luck! What about the man who made parchment copies of them? Do you know where he went? He said something about the Spanish colony. That's all I know. That's convenient because we do need to go there later. Alright, get some rest and be ready to move when the time comes. I want to look around and explore though. I've got no memory of the mines. I want to look around. It is time to go. Here, take your sword! I have to start killing Englishmen, which is not something I'm wholly accustomed to doing. I also had no idea you can kind of swing around like that. Okay, this is interesting. Is this going to put me at war with the English? Because I really cannot afford to be at war with the English right now. I need to be able to access Oxbay and Greenford and Redmond, and thank you for stabbing you in the front. Oh, I still have my potions. Oh, good. Well, that's lovely. Now, you go on ahead, fellows, and I'll be with you in just a minute as soon as I've had a little wander around, a little look at a few different things, just to make sure that there's nothing of any interest here when looking at the place. I don't think there is. Did the kidnapper steal my gold? Someone has. And oh no, I still have my things. I just can't equip them. Interesting. Do I still have my gold? Yes, apparently I do. They're not very good burglars. Goodness, we've knocked this man out. What should we do with him? Let's just leave all his money in his pockets. goodness sake, at the very least you take half of it and pretend like he didn't have as much money as he really did when you hand him over to whoever it is you're selling him to. Do these people know nothing about human trafficking? Probably shouldn't joke about that, actually, thinking about it. It's a bit, that's a bit dark, innit? Let me in. I wish to steal things. Which probably isn't the best thing to say when you're trying to convince someone that you haven't done anything wrong. Oh, well, that's a shame. There doesn't actually seem to be anything here worth stealing. You can't even go in this door. Goodness. Alright. More, oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Where are they? They're over there. The identical triplets will try and battle their way through, but, they might struggle to actually get through, because there's no way I can actually hit that guy from over here. Excuse me, do you let me through, please? Giddy aunt. Oh, come on, I don't want that guy to die. He's probably going to be an officer by the end of this quest line. Let me through! No, apparently not. Oh, well, he did survive, which is more than I can expect. So, I am grateful, if still a little shell-shocked. Alright, the tricky bit is going to be what we do now. Alright, he's going to wander off to the, he's going to wander off back to the lighthouse. Ooh. You don't seem to have noticed anything, which is a small miracle. Do you have anything to steal? No, you don't. This is unsurprising.
Move along there. Righto.
Oh, you offensively English oddball. Now, oh, goodness, the triplets have respawned, and the English have forgiven us. Good? I'm confused beyond all hell, but good? Okay, as my reputation with the English suffered, relations. No, my relations with the good crown is absolutely excellent. Well, I must say, that surprises me. You would have thought that committing a jailbreak and then murdering at least half a dozen good servants to the crown would be more than enough for me to be told off by the old governor. But no, apparently not. Well, there's my ship.
Have yourself, Miss Morgan.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We did it. Now we just need to get along and off the island. Let's not stay here long. Get aboard before they give chase. Indeed. Ah, and it's given me a pistol. It's not given me the right pistol, but it's given me a pistol, which is very kind of it. What I'm actually going to do is equip this one, because I want to give this one a try after having a go with the quad barrel pistol. Now that I know the reload doesn't work as quite as nicely as I'd like it to, I want to give this one a try and see if this one is any better, because with the gunman perks that I've got, it should be a pretty ace weapon. Okay, so what exactly does my quest book say now, other than go to the Spanish island? We are free! Triple exclamation mark. From my conversation, I learned that Danielle has visited the mines and then left for the Spanish island to find a person who has studied the tablets. Oh. Right then. Well, I suppose we'll go there then, and in the meantime we can also carry on with our cult clobbering expedition. No, the English still do not seem to care that I have, I have escaped. Alright. I mean, I presume, on the one hand, if I went back to the English governor of Redmond, I could explain that, you know, I am a servant of the crown, and I am not the sort of person that brigands are allowed to just clobber. But, on the other hand, these pirates are bloody expeditious, aren't they? Man alive, they won't slow down for nothing. And they do seem to have a slight fear of the Dutch, so that's convenient. I don't know what I think are Portuguese ships over there doing. They seem to be having a little bit of an accident, but never mind. Let's just get back to land where I feel vaguely safe. Oh dear, man, I said this game was intense and it never slowed down, and it certainly doesn't. Alright, another little ship over there. I don't recognise that one. Doesn't look like Danielle's, so I don't think there's anything worth crying about. Right, let me make a double save, and then I want to double check my relations, which is still absolutely chipper, and then I want to look at my passengers to see if this fine fellow has joined us. Good for him. Good, good, good. It's always nice to have another officer, even though I never really use them in combat, because I'm too nervous of them dying. Anything here I can steal? Yes, indeed. A small healing potion. Fantastic. Okay, so where are we going to ask questions in order to find A, Danielle, and B, the cult? Probably the tavern. For if there is anything which loosens the lips of Spaniards, and pretty much everybody else in this entire archipelago, because people seem to be utterly addicted to the stuff, it's booze. So if you don't mind, I'm going to wander in here and see if I can find any booze-addled maniacs. Goodness, this place is empty today. And see what we can do. Kindly stop sampling your own merchandise and assisting with some business. Let us get down to business. Let's see. Business. What do you know of the kidnapping of the local priest? The whole colony has been talking about it. Imagine barging into a church in broad daylight and kidnapping the priest, and they disappeared before anyone could do a thing. Who were they? Were they men in red robes? No, from what I hear, they were just your usual cutthroats. But it's funny you should mention red robes, says a man wearing a red jacket. Funny? How so? Not long ago, a man showed up here in a red robe. What did he want? Why is it so important to you? I'm not so sure I should be sharing his business with other customers. I think he may be connected to the abduction of the priest. You want to help out with that, don't you? Yes, I suppose. Alright, 3 weeks ago this man shows up, dressed in a red robe. He was very courteous, especially by today's standards, never said an ill word to anybody. The citizens here weren't too sure about him. He didn't do anything wrong, just spent a lot of time talking to the local youngsters, and that wasn't so bad. For once they seemed less interested in getting into trouble. And then something happened. All of the young lads are preparing to leave town on some campaign with him. The smith's son has left home already. The smith went to speak with our man of mystery, but soon he ran out of the man's house as if 1,000 devils were after him. And that night the smith got horribly drunk and ended up drowned. What was he thinking, walking by the pier at night, when he could hardly walk at all? And you know something? His son didn't seem to care. This is strange indeed. Is the lad still around? The smith's son? He'll be wandering around town somewhere. He's at loose ends since the robed man disappeared. I'll find him. What's his name? Giordano is his name. And presumably a long pause as well. Thank you very much. I will try to find him and hopefully not offend him by mispronunciating his name. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, we're looking for a vaguely young fellow who,
Hola, Captain. So good to see you.
Hello! What are you doing over there, mate? Why don't you come over here? We'll have a little talk. Have you brought news from the teacher? He said he had sent his men. Yes, he sent me, but don't announce it to the whole town by shouting across the square. Sorry, I'll keep it down. Where is your medallion? So you did not forget the medallion. Here is the one that I definitely didn't steal off somebody else's blood-stained corpse that I murdered last week. I knew it was you. I'll go tell the others. When do we set sail? Don't you know? I bet you don't even know where we're going, do you? No, the teacher hasn't told us. Damn it. Good, good. It is better this way. Loose lips sink ships, so they say. Where is the teacher himself? We cannot depart without him. He went to Ox Bay for crying out loud. I've literally just been there. Now that I think of it, though, he should have been back yesterday, but he has not returned. Strange. I suppose our voyage will be delayed then. What? Why? You do not seriously think we would go without him, do you? I've got to go get him. At least we can find out what happened to him. Only then may we set sail. Great, I'm now going to go back to Ox Bay again. Why couldn't these islands be slightly closer together? Why did Mother Nature have to construct the archipelago in such an inconvenient manner? Never mind, it doesn't matter. There don't seem to be any little houses that I can break into for the sake of stealing stuff, which is a shame. The Spanish have invested in too many locks. But never mind. Never mind. Let's speak to him about the... haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, because that conversation took at least 1,000 years, didn't it? I wish to speak to you about a gentleman you might know. I'm afraid I do not know his name, but I do know that he has been studying the local native languages. Alas, I cannot help you. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you have seen a lady by the name of Danielle Green? I have indeed. She dropped in here just a few minutes ago. She seemed upset, although I couldn't ask why, which is extremely unusual given that she hasn't looked at me for at least a week and a half. Maybe I can catch up with her. So we're going to run out of the building in a totally random direction. And now time for death, it seems. Okay, right. Good thing I've got my proper sword back. I'm not battling with that old saber. Although these fellows seem to be battling with sabers, so that's going to make my life 1,000 times easier. Right. I don't like it when the camera gets this sort of cramped. For no other reason than I can't see their health bars very well, which makes it a little difficult to know when these fellows are going to die. But never mind, that might be Danielle. She seems to be cast in the shadows, but, Die, you bearded bastard. Oh yes, indeed it is. Hello again.
Let yourself, you smug up.
I'm not going to let you out of my sight this time because you keep scampering off. I'm glad to see you too. How about a smile for someone who just saved your life? What happened? Who are those people? You don't remember anything? In fairness, a lot of people seem to be going around here hitting people on the coconut with a coconut, so perhaps I should be more understanding. Don't push me, Nathan. My head feels like it's going to burst. Why didn't you explain what is going on here? Take it easy. If anyone has a right to be mad, it is me. That dagger of yours didn't exactly tickle. Oh, yeah, when she stabbed me several weeks ago. I forgot about her. I should have done that a long time ago. I know you're working for the English governor and that you're after my head. So let us settle this for once and for all. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not hunting you. I didn't even know that Sealhard wanted you dead. I actually thought that she was also working for him, because didn't Sealhard say that a female captain discovered the island on Oxbay where we hid the soldiers before the siege of Oxbay? It's a little presumptuous for me to assume that she's the only female captain around here, but you have to admit that women were slightly less likely to be captains at the time, so I've backed myself into a dreadful corner. So I'm going to shut up now before I get myself shot. You are lying, and it is not the first time. You said yourself you'd do anything for gold, wouldn't you? Oh, for crying out loud, Danielle, I was only playing a part. You were so sure I was a scoundrel, and I didn't want to disappoint you. What are you talking about? I've always thought you were an honest man. I'm so glad that we're both utterly confused about life. Oh, sure, look, we've known each other for a long time and spent most of it in competition with one another, but that doesn't mean I'm out for your blood. And what if I do? Men are dirty beasts, and you are no exception. Really? Have I hurt you in any way? Seems to me I'm regularly saving your sorry hide. That is debatable, but the fact remains that you're working for a man who wants nothing more than to see me dead. After Ramirez has died, he's probably going to be after me as well. Correction, I worked for him, Danielle. I am retired now, although Sealhard doesn't know it yet, but when he finds out Ramirez is dead, he's going to force me to retire on the end of a blade. What, didn't he pay you enough? Believe it or not, gold has little to do with it. There is not enough coin in the world that could keep me running errands for a man like him. Why? There was nothing wrong. I mean, he was a bit portly, but other than that, I'm sure he was a decent enough bloke. Hang on a minute, the guy is probably going to cut my head off the next time I see him. Why am I defending him? Ugh. Then why are you here? If you're a free man, you can go wherever you like. I see you haven't changed a bit. I'm as good as gone, and you'll go too, if you know what's good for you. These corpses are going to attract a load of trouble before they attract the first fly. Nathan, what is it now? Do you have something else to say? I love that we're not having a single discussion about whatever it is that we're chasing, these tablets. Thank you. I'd be dead if not for you. Now may I leave? Wait! Apparently not. Where are you going from here? I'm going to pose some questions to a certain crooked governor. Wait a minute, you can't go there alone. That's suicide. If Sealhard suspects anything at all, he'll kill you just to be safe. Thank you for the warning, but I'll be taking my chances. Then I'm going with you. What for? I can handle myself. First of all, I've my own question for the governor. And second, I know a place on Redmore where we can safely land, where no more trouble is. Oh, good, another walk to the jungle. Alright then, we are partners. Temporarily. Agreed. One more thing though. If you set me up, Nathan, I swear I'll kill you. Alright, fair enough. I presume we're going to go on our different ships. So, isn't that lovely? Right then, I've reached level 10, and I still haven't found a Corvette. Never mind, you can't have everything. Let's upgrade the cannons, because goodness knows I keep dying a lot in the ship combat, so I feel like that would be a very important thing to do. In other business, I'm going to, oh, maybe damage. What about critical shot? What would that do? Can't have critical shot. Professional cannoneer? Can't have that either. Increase volley range? Yes, I can. Increase the range by 15%. That's not too much of a problem. Maybe a better defense. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to go for better defense, because I think my ship keeps getting sunk most appallingly, which is absolutely terrible. Oh well, at least we need to go back to both Redmond and to Oxbay now, which at least are next door to one another, so isn't that good. Okay, let me not go to the tavern, because I wanted to stay the night so that I could go to the shipyard and see if the fellow had a Corvette for sale. But no, apparently there's nobody here. No guards or anything. I do hope this isn't going to get me in trouble with the Spanish. I rather like the Spanish. And I kind of need to, do some work for them later in the, oh goodness, she's upgraded to a big ship. I've still got my old little pokey one. Giddy, I just want a Corvette. I swear at this rate, if I can't actually get a Corvette by the end of this episode, I will just, yeah, she's got a massive ship and I've got a little one. Harumph. I swear I will get one before the beginning of the next episode, even if I do have to go out and sink 1,000 pirate ships for it, or just bounce between the islands until we figure out what's up. So, let's go and deal with the governor first, I feel, because, who's that? I think that's think that's the Portuguese. Or possibly no, I think that's the Portuguese. Yes. Yeah, let's go deal with the governor because I feel like I have been neglecting the oh blushed. Didn't save before this either, which was really frickin' stupid. Give order to you to heave to drift. I have no idea what that means, but I hope it means put your sails down because that's what I want you to do. Okay, right. I am going to try and turn us into the waves so that we kind of... Oh my giddy aunt. So that it kind of like brings up the arse end of us, whatever that's called. The aft, I think. And instead of hitting us on the side, because my hope is that that will do less damage to me. So, I have no idea if the game is advanced enough to know that sort of thing. I seem to be getting turned to the right anyway, so I'm going to try and turn into the waves again. Oh, because when you're surfing, don't you, you have to surf into the waves in order to reduce the impact, don't you? To sort of slice through the wave instead of getting bowled over by it. This is a man who's never been surfing in his entire life, but pretends to know what he's talking about. So, yeah, I just seem to be spinning in circles at the minute, but, my hope is that we shan't be here very much longer. There we go. Didn't take quite as much damage as I thought we would, so that's good. So yes, we'll go back to Redmond first, because I don't want... I should have gone to the Greenford Shipyard as well, not the Green Yard Shipford. That would be silly. And nothing else that I've said in the past half an hour has been in the slightest bit silly. Yeah, let's go to Redmond. Where are we? We're landing here, apparently. It would be smarter to wait until dark. It would be easier to sneak into the town then. Good thinking. Oh, I was going to do that. What are you waiting for? We need to get in the residence before dawn. We'll have to find another way in. A window, perhaps? You're right, but we'll have to go alone. A crowd would just attract unnecessary attention. Agreed. Let us go. Uh-oh. I love that I'm involved in this part of the game. What are you doing here? Nathan? Danielle? Just not blabbering, I'm trying to talk. My sincere apologies for interrupting your slumber, dear Governor, but we have questions that require answers. What do you mean? Leave now, and I shall consider sparing your life. I think you misunderstand your position, Governor Sealhard. You no longer give the orders, and if you so much as think without asking, then, Danielle, you may find yourself compelled to exercise your elegant fencing techniques. All right, please. Don't be so undruggly. Of course I will answer your questions. Just sheathe your sword, Danielle. Please contain him. His looks make me nervous. Be quiet then. Be quiet then and listen. We know all about your dealings with treasure, and you have much to answer for. Please, you devils, don't hurt me. A flattering assessment, but for now you should tell us what you know of the old idol that opens the doorway to the palace. What are you talking about? What idol, what door, and what palace? Is this the idol that wasn't in the collection that I went and got the Serena sunk for, or sold, or whatever it was I did with the ship? And what's this palace we're talking about? I'll not tell you scoundrels anything! Oh, for crying out loud. He literally just said that he would. Is that like, did I fail like a speech check? Did I fail? Well, hit him then, for crying out loud. Hit him, Nathan! There we are! Goodness sake! That didn't go according to plan. Yeah, was that like a speech check where I could have maybe passed that and he would have talked if I'd had a higher leadership skill? But I want to rummage around in this place because I'm probably never going to get the opportunity to come back here. So I'm going to make sure I've got everything before I leave. Right then, what do you think about this situation? Nothing seems to be the long and the short of that. Alright, what did the quest book say? Get details from the governor. The scoundrel has slipped away, so unfortunately we did not get the information we were looking for. Well, what can we do? We'll have to go back to our ships. Oh dear, a big crack in the rocks. That sounds comfortable. Well, that was an unmitigated disaster, wasn't it, my friend? This might be a good time for us to split up. Why? We make a good team. You don't understand. Listen, the idol's last known location was Greenford, and I cannot show my face in the English colonies. You have to get there and find the island before Sealhard warns everyone of your treason. I gave it to a man with a difficult-to-pronounce name, but he's already dead, probably because of the idol. You'll have to ask around at the tavern and see what clues you can find. And what will you be doing? Looking for the last part of the legend? I wish I knew what the rest of the legend was, but never mind. Exactly. Hurry up. We haven't much time. Don't worry about me. Just seal your end of the deal on. Oh, Nathan, can't you be civil for 1 minute? Never mind. We'll meet in Ox Bay at that funny old man's place. Deal? Aye, aye, Captain. Am I now at war with the English? No, apparently the telegram has not reached its recipients yet. Okay, goodness, this is intense, isn't it? I've said it before and I'll say it again. This game never slows down. I do, however, when I trip over rocks. But never mind. This really is going to be a pickle for us, because I have a horrid feeling I'm going to get into a dreadful state of affairs by the end of this. Alright, where are we leaving from? Okay, we're leaving from this little crevice, which means we're on the complete wrong side of the island. Never mind. Let's head to Ox Bay, which is slightly convenient and also slightly disastrous. Oh my giddy aunt. You know what? You people don't deserve to be ignored. You people don't deserve to be ignored. Bring us about, first mate. And actually, you know what? Maybe don't bring us about, first mate, because there's not one of them, there's two of them, I've just realised. So, actually, upon the second consideration of the situation, let's get the bloody hell out of here. Sorry, but after the disaster that was the last fight, I'm not in much of an interest for another one. I'm going to try and turn us away from the, because the wind is currently blowing in that direction towards the island, so I'm going to try and turn us into the wind a bit in the hope of that getting us away from these villains. And there are actually 3 of them. There's some sort of dark shadow there, but I'm not wholly sure what it is. Oh gosh. Why do I always get myself into bite off far more than I can ever chew? Oh dear. The thing is you're meant to have other officers and then give them ships and then have like a little armada of your own to fight with, which does make you significantly stronger against groups of enemy ships. So that would be sensible. But you'll know me, I'm not sensible. I'm just cowardly. So I'm going to try and get out of here if I ever can. Or I could just sail to him and try to sink him. You know what, let's just do that. Let's just do that, why don't we? Yes, there are 3 of them. And none of them are a Corvette, which is a damnable shame. Oh my giddy aunt, oh my giddy aunt. Let's just try and sink somebody. Critical hit! I didn't know I could get a critical hit on a ship without getting a perk first, but alright. Fire their aft cannons! Oh, must have killed 1 or 2 people at least. I don't know what we're actually got loaded. I think we've got standard cannonballs loaded at the minute. Ow, 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 ow! Okay, let's see if we can board this one. He seems to be a good bit faster than me now that I realise, which explains why I was never able to catch up to him before. Oh, come on! No, I didn't mean that to the cannoneers! Oh my giddy aunt. I don't know when the last time I saved was either. Oh, I'm so bad at this game! Okay, right. Let's bring us about to this way, because then we'll both get our broadsides on each other at the same time, and then I'll die. So there's something to look forward to. Yep, there's the bit where I die. Yep. Right then, let's have another little jump cut while I figure out where under the sun it was we've gone to. Oh, good. All the way back there, which was a fine 15 minutes ago. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so dreadfully dreadful at this game. I just sort of am. Okay. I will go and have all those conversations again, and then I'll rescue Danielle again, and then we'll go back to the governor's mansion again, and then I'll see whether we can persuade him more effectively this time, although probably not. I imagine that's scripted. And then we will not get quite so brazen about encountering pirates. Actually, before we do the jump cuts, since we now have an opportunity to do this again, you don't have a Corvette, do you? Oh, shut up about your head. That's right, I might have buy a frickin' frigate. If I did buy a frickin' frigate, then at least I could give that to a second officer later. No. No, I've had my heart set on a Corvette, and it's utterly self-damaging, but I'm going to continue to wait until we get one. Can I steal anything? Yes, I can. This has been profitable, if not effective. Right, jump cut while I get us back to where we was. Right then. I've done it again, and this time I didn't get caught in a storm. So this time the ship is in ever so slightly better nick than it was previously. So now we can attempt to return to Ox Bay, and this time not make myself look like an absolute fool. And because I don't want to tempt fate, I'm going to go the other way this time around. Also, oh no, 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 no. I refuse. I refuse to get knocked about by 1,000 thundering typhoons. I found myself wondering something while we were sailing along, and that is, what is the relation between each of the different nation states, or empires, I suppose I ought to say, because we see the English battling with the French from time to time, but I never see anybody else battling with anyone else, for that matter. Is there somewhere specific that we're going? Danielle is going to sail to the Spanish Island and find the original legend, while I sail to Greenfoot to find the information from the soldiers about the idol that was supposed to be in the house of the late Ramirez Navigator. Presumably that's the fellow that she gave it to. Alright, I'm going to try and sail just to Greenfoot and see if this goes disastrously wrong for me. No, everything seems to be fine. I do not appear to have been revealed as a bit of a naughty boy yet, which is good. It's also going to be extremely expensive for me to repair my relations with the English if... It's weird speaking about the English as if I'm not English. I don't know where Danielle is from. Rather, where Nathan is from. I would assume, given the fact that we start off on the English island, and then when it then gets attacked by the French, we then go to assist the English. I presume that that's not just a case of opportunism, and that is in fact because Nathan is himself English, but that is just an assumption I'm making. I'd presume that Danielle is French, judging by her voice actor.
Hey, Governor. Come and have a wee bit of the old Tom Thumb, eh?
I have no idea what Tom's thumb is, but I don't think I wish to suck on it, thank you very much. I have a business proposition. I wish to know the details of the death of a person. Ah, you've come to the right person. The accident has been discussed by many people several nights in a row at my place. Then, what do you know of the man who killed him? They say it was some crazy girl who did it. He was either her lover or her ponce. Ponce? That's funny. I thought ponce was just a insulting term for an overly posh person, but perhaps it has a different meaning hundreds of years ago. They say she was a beautiful girl and very smart. She even managed to escape from the prison. Can you imagine such a thing? You shut up about your pinch of gunpowder, or I shall pinch your nose. Do you know why she killed him? A gold statuette that was found in his house of the murdered fellow, and it was supposed to have weighed around 10 pounds. It was interesting to know where the guy took the statuette from, eh? Yeah, on the other hand, he got lucky to have such a good thing in his hand, but on the other hand, if it wasn't for the statuette, he would be alive. Where is it now? Is it possible to have a look at this miracle? Ah, you're trying to get hold of it yourself? You'll not be able to do that. The idol is in the hands of the garrison, and he won't give it to anyone. Oh, it's with the head of the garrison. I can't read, but never mind. There were 3 fellows who tried to mess with him, and their heads are still hanging from the city gates. Oh, they must have missed us on the way in. So you say the idol is with the head of the garrison? That's good. Oh, I'm gonna get so freaking killed by the end of this. Let's go to the shipyard and see if they've got a Corvette, which is going to become the anthem of this series, it seems. Idiot. I've spent the entire week thinking up a name, and I think I've thought up a funny one. Come on, just have a Corvette. Just have a Corvette. You don't even have anything beyond level 4. You pokey little shop. Honestly. Alright, where's the head of the garrison? Where does he live? He wouldn't be the bloke in the prison at the little desk, would he? I seem to remember speaking to such a fellow before. Let me go and see if that is indeed who it is, or whether he's somewhere else. Let's see what we can find. Hello, are you the head of the garrison? You have a fancy hat on.
There'll be no argy-bargy on my watch.
We've talked about this before. It's argy-bargy, not argy-bargy, but never mind, I never complain. I never argue with a man with a better moustache than my own. Personal rule. Governor Sealhard has sent me to retrieve the sacred Incan idol for him. Alright, but let me see the orders first. Are you serious? You know I work directly for the governor and you asked me to show you some slip of paper. I'm sorry, but I have orders of my own. I'm to send the idol via warship to Redmond, and I'm to arrest anyone who tries to take her without proper documents. Guards! Oh gosh, I'm going to try and bollock this up completely. Yeah, and now I'm dead. Again. Whoop-de-doodle. Thank you for at least dragging me out so I could die in the sunshine. Oh, good. Oh, good. And this was before I went to speak to the governor, because I am really, really good at crying out loud. You can tell my youth, can't you? Because I constantly forget to save. Because you know what? Bollock it. Just bollock it. Come here, you bloody bastards. I'm gonna sink the whole heckin' load of you because I'm angry. Oh, I've also dragged Danielle into this. Don't worry about this, Danielle. I'm just gonna go off here and have a bit of a rage. For a minute. So, you just sit there, my friend, and I'll sort out everything. Let's have some bombs. The most dangerous and damaging of all weapons. Also quite slow to reload, but never mind. They don't happen to have a Corvette, do they? They got something interesting looking, but I don't know what it is. You barely did any damage to me at all, you lily-livered lunatics. Fire! Critical hit! Aye! Bring us about! Bring us between them. I wish to fire my cannons in their faces and kill them all. Send them all down to Davy Jones' locker. Bring us about. We'll fire at that one over there next. Excellent work. Now, let's bring us to the side here. Let's actually let's get involved in a fight. All right then. Fair enough, if you insist. If you gentlemen would rather like to have a little bit of a fight, I'm sure I can arrange that. Would you stop doing that, my friend? You absolute meanie face. You're supposed to be fighting me, not going over there and fighting other fellows. Oh, goodness. I'm going to lose a lot of crew. Never mind, I'll get another crew. There's always plenty more men that can be hired for these things. Would you kindly die? Would you kindly die? Thank you very much. Goodness. Didn't realise it was so much to ask. Alrighty then. Let's carry on with life. At least I've got enough officers that I can actually carry loads of extra ships behind me. Although I can't board all three, because of course Danielle's taken up a space. Never mind. There's a golden nugget. Isn't that excellent? We used to have a cereal in this country called Golden Nugget. There's a random piece of trivia for the bar quiz for you. Right then. Wait for my health to regenerate. And prepare to fight and kill and die, probably, if my luck doesn't change. Idiot. Right. Oh good, and I'm stuck in this pickle again. I'll just try and kill these two with extreme difficulty. It does annoy me when you kind of get stuck behind people. That really does get under my skin when that happens. Man, I love this sword for the amount of block that it has, but I also hate it for how paltry the damage is. Maybe I should upgrade my my melee fighting a bit for the sake of improving that. Maybe that would allow me to do a bit more damage. I don't know. Let's have some more stuff and have a wee drink. And take a deep breath, and then we'll fight again. A brig. The sprightly brig. I don't want a sprightly brig. I don't care for a sprightly brig. I just wish to have a massive, massive fight. Because that might cheer me up a little bit. Man alive, ebony is heavy. Never mind, we'll leave the ebony for the moment, actually, because I'm slightly more interested in a few of these, actually. Actually, we don't need quite that many. There we are. 1,000 is more than enough. We'll take the rest in. We'll take the rest in ebony. There we go. And we'll leave that there. Right. Now, I'm not entirely sure who we just sunk, but it doesn't matter. We'll fire again! Okay, 4,000 XP, which is not bad as far as I'm concerned. And we'll fire again! And we'll keep firing, and we'll keep fighting, and we'll fight and fight until everyone's dead. At least everyone on one side is dead. Right, let's bring this about, and we'll fire again at this guy, because my sails are in such a dreadful condition that I can't really sail after anybody at the minute, but never mind. There we go. Now I'm going to try and bring us around again so that I can hit him with the other side. Although saying that, these cannons reload a lot faster than I give them credit for. Oh, come on. How much damage does he need to do? Can I see his damage? Both of them are in half-decent nick, which is not a great situation for me to be in. I'm not overly worried about him, although I do kind of wish that Danielle would help a bit. You know, a bit. Even if just by sending over a couple of sea dogs to help. Particularly sea dogs who can aim. The thing is, I don't want to board ships for the sake of money anymore. I don't care about money. I've got lots of it. Money isn't what I'm fussed about. What I'm fussed about is having the wrong ship. You people are not going to escape. I don't care what it takes. In fact, this is what it's going to take. I'm going to sail to you, and I'm going to fire! Wherever he is. He's over there. Fire! Danielle, help! Assist, kindly. Okay, actually, I'm going to bring us to port. This is bizarrely serene music for the fact that we're trying to have a life and death battle here. Not that I've ever heard of a battle that wasn't involved in life and death. Fire! Eventually. Fire! There we go. That guy seems to have become a bit cowardly and went away and abandoned his friend, but that's absolutely fine, I don't care. Absolutely fine, I don't give two rats' arses. Right, come on you. Come on. There we are. It's one or two extra shots. I'm now going to sail him again, because this isn't in the slightest bit cheating. Right, I'll bring us to port, and then we'll fire again, and hopefully that'll sink the bastard. Come on. Bring us about nice and quickly now. Nice and quickly now. Another critical hit, though he doesn't seem to have been sunk yet. He's very nearly sunk. We can get one more volley on him. He should die. No, apparently he won't. He is dead. He just doesn't seem to have realised it yet. Fire! There we are! The Spitfire! I spat some fire at him, also spat all over the screen, but don't worry about that. Hooray! I feel slightly better about myself now. Now, if you don't mind, I am going to Oxbay and we're going to find this teacher, because hopefully he can teach me what the hell is wrong with my brain. The answer to that is a hell of a lot. But yeah, I'm not going to make you sit through the governess thing again. Never mind. Just imagine we got to Greenford and we heard about the idol, and you don't know that we have to go to the prison, and I have to get into a fight. Pretend that you don't know that, because we'll do that next week. See, that's what happens when you're over-reliant on your sat-nav. You need to get out and row, mate. I don't think ships have a reversing gear. Okay, let's go to Oxbay and see if we can find this teacher that we're looking for, and hopefully not run into that storm, wherever that was. No. Good. There we are. Don't worry, Danielle. I know you're confused over what under the sun we're doing here, but everything's going to be fine. Let's go to Oxbay. Just don't shoot at anybody. By which I mean to the English, don't shoot at Danielle, and to Danielle, don't shoot at the English. Everyone just sit quietly and behave yourselves. There's a healing potion. I wish you could sprinkle that on all the holes in my hull. But never mind. All these cuts, I've got no idea how long the video's been. I think we've been going for about 55 minutes so far, so it means we've probably got about 20 minutes left, because I've absolutely given up on attempting to keep episodes to an hour, because it simply doesn't leave enough time for me to do anything. So let's go to the shipyard first and ask the eternal question, and if the answer to the eternal question is no, then I'll just get the ship mended so that it survives until someone gives me an answer, a positive answer. Excuse me, sir, wake up. Thank you very much.
My good man, we fixed ships here, not dinghies.
How does the brig compare with mine, actually? I should have taken the brig. It's better in almost every way. It's a bit slightly less manoeuvrable, but other than that, it's actually better in almost every single measurable way. Good, 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 good. I am absolutely dreadful in this game. Right then, let's go to the tavern, because in the tavern we can ask about this hooded teacher man. Hello!
Have a pint with me, you old salt.
I will be old by the time we find a bloody Corvette.
Know the secret to a good spot of grub? A pinch of gunpowder. Ah.
Some business. I'm looking for a gentleman you may have seen around here. You could hardly miss him. He wears a red robe and goes by the name of Teacher. Ah, I do remember him. Fool got himself arrested in Greenford. Oh, great. And they tried to start an uprising. If you must speak to him, I'm sure you'll find him in the jail. Oh, good. We've got to go back to Greenford again. Right, well, you'll forgive me if we don't go to Redmond first, because that will eat up too much time, and we don't really have enough time left this week after all of my endless failures. But hey, at least you got to see me sink a few ships after spending about 3 months just boarding them. So And all of that extra XP will, of course, kick me up towards higher levels. I do find myself wondering if there is a maximum rank to this game, because I know that once we reek, I do reek, but I just reek of failure rather than like poor hygiene. I know that once we reach level 11, I think it is, we will be able to command a level 1 ship, the greatest types of ships that there are, either battleships or a man of war. So, so I know that that's the highest confirmed level that I know about. I'm just wondering whether there are levels beyond that or not. Whether it is possible to like get every perk and all your skills up to 10, or whether that is not feasible. And once you reach level 11, that is pretty much it in terms of the old experience points. I don't know, but once we reach level 11, I suppose we'll find the answer to that question, won't we? You know what I'm gonna do? Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Forget to save 3 times and deserve to be smacked in the back of the head.
On my watch.
Generally, we don't allow visitors. This is state business. What business? What on earth are you talking about? You must have heard of the child kidnappings and the other strange things going on throughout the archipelago. I believe that your prisoner can help me get to the bottom of it all. Please, I need to talk to him. No, we're talking about kidnapped children here. You're wasting my time, although you could do me a favour. What sort of favour? My son is getting married soon. What does this have to do with me? I'd like to give him a proper wedding, so if you talk to the prisoner, it'll cost you 5,000 gold. Can I offer you another solution? You tire me. Please leave. You won't be talking to anyone. I'm afraid you'll leave me no choice. Oh, my kitty aunt. I mean, I'm willing to pay 5 grand, but I'm so sick of bribing people. What does the quest book say? Not that. The commander of the prisoner won't let me see the prisoner. The commander of the prison won't let me see the prisoner, although it appears I have no choice but to sail to Redmond and ask Father Bernard to give me a letter granting me access to the prisoner. How does that work? Never mind, I can't be bothered to speak to Father Bernard, that's going to take far too bloody long. Let's, why is it saved there? Funny place to save, I don't remember saving the game. No. No. No, not! No, we will. No. Such a freaking failure. Do you have a Corvette? Oh, shut up. Shut up and give me a Corvette. No, you don't have a Corvette. Screw you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be this laughably dreadful at the game. I just am laughably dreadful at the game. Right. Okay. I tell you what I'm going to do, actually. We're going to have a jump cut while I go to Green, while I go back to Redmond, and we're going to have a jump cut while I go back to Redmond and I get this letter, because I don't want to make you sit through me probably dying to a load more pirates again. So let's have a wee jump cut. Well, because my string of failures is absolutely unending today, when I arrived at Redmond, it automatically put me on the shoreline with Danielle, so I've just been through the governor's residence for the 3rd time in a night, which is a bit worrying. So at least we've caught up with that for next week, so isn't that lovely? But we have returned here to speak to the fellow. I must speak with you. I need permission to free a prisoner being held in Oxbay. I'm afraid that is outside my realm. I don't believe so. The prisoner is the one you have asked me to destroy. But if that is so, then why free him? I need to gain his trust. He knows where their lair is, and he'll be much more likely to tell me if he believes I'm on his side. I understand. I shall see what I can do. Wait here.
The path of piracy leads only to damnation.
Have you done it? I've managed to acquire the permission you have asked for. Here it is, and please remember my faith in you. Don't worry, I'll do it right this time, honest. I won't muck it up like last time. I'll tell you something mischievous I'm going to do, because I was just thinking to myself about how much money I don't have, because I keep spending on repairing my ship, because it keeps falling apart, because I keep taking into situations I can't win. If I remember correctly, ebony is contraband on Redmond. Now this could be of benefit to me, because I keep saying I'll show you the smuggling, and then I keep forgetting to do any smuggling. But I've got some ebony, and we've got ourselves a smuggler over here. So why don't we see if we can sell some ebony?
No pray, no pay.
What do
Right,
you
matey?
want? can I help you? I wanted to sell something. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Go to the store. They'll gladly buy what you have. I'm afraid the store can't help me. Is that so? I have something no merchant on this island will buy. Then perhaps I can help you. I'll find you a customer and we'll be waiting for you at the place called Redmond Shore. Which is, bizarrely nondescript, but alright. We'll go to some different shores and see if we can find him. So yeah, you make a little arrangement to meet these mischievous fellows, and then you hold out your infinitesimal hopes. Then
My good man.
then you go and meet them.
Not dinghies.
For goodness sake, you don't even have a real ship. So let's see if we can find this Redmond Shore and sell this ebony for no other reason than that will be an opportunity for me to maybe not fail at something, and also show you something a little bit new that this game has to offer, which I have been sadly neglecting. Ignore the horrific polka dot C. Okay, let's see if we can find this this shoreline that we're looking for. So where are we going? Redmond Fort, Redmond Port, Devil's Thorpe, and Rocky Shore. Well, neither of those are where I think we need to go. So let's try this one and see if this is right. How the hell do you get out of here with difficulty? Is the answer to that question. Is this where the smugglers are? Oh, the smugglers! Down in the Devil's Cave below. Excellent. Where's the fellow I communed with before? He doesn't seem to be here. I'm sure he sent some of his lackeys. Hello, gentlemen.
Aye, laddie, you've got me here.
And hopefully you've got my gold. I've brought the goods. 64 ebony and the price is 81, so that'll be 5,000 gold. Your maths is excellent and also unchecked, but deal! Total sum is 5,000 gold, your money, our goods. It's a good deal and a fair deal. Hooray! That one. Oh, bollocks. We probably shouldn't have done this in broad frickin' daylight. Good evening, gentlemen. You can get arrested for crime in this game, it seems. I love that you've all bunched up in front of me like this. I have a feeling something illegal is going on here. Not at all, officer. My friends and I are just having a seaside picnic. I'm just giving my gold away. I'm such a charitable gent. Is that illegal? I don't actually know which of these is less ridiculous. Just giving away my gold. Are you trying to bribe me? You will find that my honor can't be bought. Come with us. Oh. 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 Oh, gosh. I'm now going to have to kill a load more Englishmen. Okay, it seems I can fail at this. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. I'm not going to have to kill these guys as well. Can I have my ebony back afterwards? This is going to be a real pickle of a situation if both of them attack, if all three of them attack me at the same time. There we are. At least they've been stabbed a bit by the English. I've killed so many Englishmen in this video. I feel like such a traitor. Oh dear. Oh come on, just both hit me at the same time for crying out loud. I don't have all night or all day. We really should have done this at night. Oh, you people will just not get in sync, will you? You're like people in a duet who are totally off key with one another. Just die. Oh, you green pantalooned person. Just die. Right, that didn't go according to plan. But then nothing this week has gone according to plan. Doesn't look like they have anything worth stealing anyway, so... Great. So freaking bad at this game. Am I, Oh, gosh, I'm so freaking dead. Oh. Okay, well, here is the battle of a lifetime. Specifically my lifetime, because my lifetime is about to end. Oh, gosh. Well, we're definitely going to be at war with the English by the end of this. Frankly, I'm amazed they haven't already sunk my ship while we were standing there having a little brawl with their compadres, but never mind. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, and goodness and gracious me. What a pickle of lilies I found myself in. Okay, just breathe, Phil, just breathe, and take a potion, and breathe. More breathing, Phil. Oh gosh. I had no idea smuggling was so bloody dangerous. I didn't realise that 3 English frigates would follow me, and I didn't realise I'd have to die. Again. And again. And again. And again. But never mind, it doesn't matter. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be such an absolute failure. I just am an absolute failure when it comes to everything. I can't fight the pirates. I can't chase this idol. I can't free this cultist. I can't get a Corvette. And I can't smuggle. You know what the worst part is? The worst part is that I've had a really rough week since making the last video, and I was really hoping that this would cheer me up a bit. But no, I've bollocked this up as well. Brilliant. Right then. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sail to Redmond, and we're going to moor, and we're going to save. Then I'm going to say some words. Just save the game. There we go. So the words that I'm going to say is that I am now going to wander around every single island that I can find and find a Corvette. It might take hours, but eventually a shipyard will be selling a Corvette. And when they do sell a Corvette, I'm going to buy that Corvette, and then we're going to say goodnight for the week. So, me and my ship, because my worry is that if I wait until next week, I'll have forgotten the funny name I've thought up for the ship. So, give us a second. Don't mind that, that's a merchant I'm escorting for the sake of a little extra cash. I should like to purchase this ship for 105,000 gold, please. Thank you very much. Now, I've nigh on no money, but it's alright, he'll give me a little money. Right, now we've got a bloody awesome ship. Now. Oh boy. Now, it is time to christen the HMS. Oh gosh. And this is really compounded by the fact that we're doing this at the very end of this episode. Right then. I hope that you will give a very warm welcome to the HMS Overdue, because goodness knows it is. Let's go to the tavern and hire some more sea dogs. Oh dear, because naturally the ship doesn't come with it. There we go. It costs money, but it's fine. Who cares? Who cares? I am so happy that we've ended on a positive note, because goodness knows that was a massive failure of an episode. Oh, look at my ship, it's massive. It's covered in cannons, and it's got a massive hole that we can fill with perfectly legal merchandise. Finally, we have a ship that maybe won't get sunk every single episode. Oh my Gideon, I want to escort this. He's only going to Walkspace, so it won't be a long journey. I'm just going to escort... Oh, look at that ship. It's so bloody beautiful. Let's sail it forward and see how fast it is. It won't be very fast at all, because we'll be sailing into the wind, but never mind. Look at me go! My cool red stripe that makes me go extra fast. Oh, and it's got proper square sails instead of funny triangular ones that I'm not very familiar with. Oh, and it's got 2 rows of cannons. Oh, hallelujah. I'm so freaking pleased with myself. I've done basically nothing to merit the level of pleased with myself that I've achieved, but goodness knows I'm very pleased with myself. Oh, you want a fight, do you? You want a fight, do ya? You want a fight, do ya? Do ya? Do you want to go down to Davy Jones' locker? Because I'll send you there. I'll send you there and no mistake, you absolute failures of pirates, because I am a very fast Corvette, which means I can finally get where I want to go. I should probably command that other guy to go the hell away. Sail away. Fire! No, I'm not going to board them. Oh no, apparently I am going to bloody board them. They've realised that they've got more chance of winning a boarding expedition than they have of actually winning a fight with me. Which is probably a sensible thing for them to decide, but goodness knows I'm still going to kill them all. Oh man alive, it feels good to be viciously violent with a bunch of villains. I'll have all of these things, thank you very much. And now I'll shoot you in the face. You fiend! Oh good, a nice open bit of ship. I'm grateful for this because it means I can actually reach the fights. I can reach the fight ever so slightly too soon, but never mind. Let's have a potion. Always need a good potion. Any boxes here I can empty? There's one here. Yeah, I'll have this. I should probably actually keep these ships now that I think about it, if I do board both of them, because of course I need to recoup some of the cash that I've just spent on this ship, because I am very conscious of the fact that we are a little low on the old monies. Oh goodness, it is Barbossa. He has arrived for having a fight. Good for him. I'm glad to see he can still find work. Would you mind not stabbing me in the arse, mate? That is literally bloody Barbossa, isn't it? That is exactly what they've designed that character model off. Good. Good, good, good. Are you all dead? No, you're not all dead. Oh my Gideon, I've never been to this level before. Oh goodness, you're a villain. You need to get stabbed in the face. I have a horrid feeling a guy with an eye patch is going to come and stab me in the butt in a minute. Yep, there he is to stab me in the butt. I just dodge back a bit so they kind of center a bit more. There we go. Interesting. I'm actually wandering around the captain's cabin. It's interesting because I don't think you can actually access your own cabin on your own ship. So yeah, because this is exactly the same as where we started in the tutorial all those millennia ago, isn't it? So so that's nice. A few bits and pieces. That's always lovely. Anything over here? Yes, indeed. A few more little bits we can sell for a couple of pennies. Isn't that lovely? A few swords and pistols and things on there. That looks rather exciting and scary. Okie dokie then. Anything round the back here that I should have a look at? Nope, nothing at all. Alright then. Hooray! We did it. Oh, look at my massive hold that I can carry whatever I want in, including a load more ebony, because, you know, we're doing this legally instead of mischievously. I'll have all of it. I won't have the sandalwood. That's valuable as well, actually. Definitely have that. I won't actually bother with the clothes. I can't bother with them. I'm dapper enough as it is. I've also had an absolute disaster trying to buy some clothes recently, so I don't really want to go back through that sign and dance again. Right then. Let me also assign us a captain. You always get to be captain. Let's give someone else a try for once. You can be captain today. Right. Now, with that said, bring us about! Actually, let's drop the sails so that we can actually bring us about properly and fire over at you. And now I need to remember who is who, because of course, actually, why don't I just sail to him? That would be far more sensible, wouldn't it? Fire! I don't actually know which one he is, but never mind. I seem to have fired at my own friend as well, which is a bit stupid of me, but never mind. I really hope that merchant doesn't get sunk, otherwise I'm going to lose reputation as a guy who can actually protect merchants. Oh dear. We're not going to end this on a frickin' failure. I don't care what it takes. Where is he? Is he that one? Is he that one? Yes, he's that one. Alright. Drop the sails to half-mast, and then we'll try and cause that to bring us around again, and then I'll try and come between the... I did tell him to sail away, not that he ever seems to listen to me. And then, yeah, we'll sort of bring us around here. Go to full sails again. Yeah, look, he's trying to turn into the wind to escape. It won't do him no good. He'll still die in a watery grave. There we go. Another critical hit. Excellent. I didn't upgrade my ability to get a critical hit, but apparently I'm getting lots of them. Although I wouldn't mind trading the critical hits for standard hits if my bullets ever actually hit him. Go on, just sink him. This episode has dragged on far longer than it has any bloody right to, but it doesn't matter. I'm swearing like a sailor this week, I apologise. I don't mean to be so blue, and not in the miserable sense. Although if we hadn't found the Corvette, I might genuinely feel that way. Right, just die. No, apparently you won't just die. The ship is so much faster, and I do love that about it. I'm glad that the ship is actually really good. A, really good looking, and B, really, really powerful, because it would be a massive pain in the bum if we'd spent this long hyping the HMS Overdue up, and then it turned out that she was rubbish. So I'm grateful that she's a good ship. Okay, let's try to reel us in a little bit so that we can fire again, so that we can maybe board this guy. Ha ha! Good, good. You don't get much XP for that, naturally. Yeah, you don't get much XP if your ship is significantly stronger than the one that you just sunk, and goodness knows that that is indeed the case. Look at me, my little armada. How adorable. Let's go to Ox Bay, I think it is, because that's where the merchant wants to go. More, thank you, before we crash into the sea. And by the sea, I mean the land. There we are. Don't mind the fight that we got into for no particular reason. Oh, look at that! I'm going to put your bloody sword away, Nathan. Right, there we are. Oh, sorry. There we go. That can be our thumbnail for this week, because goodness knows I am very proud of that situation. Okay. Sorry this episode has dragged on so long. Sorry it's been an unmitigated failure, and that the quests have all seemed so higgledy-piggledy because we keep doing two at the same time, and I keep interchanging which one we're working on. But we've got the leather now, so we can go to Greenford and we can get the prisoner freed from the prison, and then we can try to earn his trust, and then we can go and murder all his friends, basically, which is something to look forward to. Well, not for him to look forward to, obviously. That would be a very bizarre and sadistic thing to look forward to. But we've also spoken to the Redmond governor, which means we can track down this idol that we are looking for, that we also need on Greenford. So goodness knows that Greenford has become a hub of activity. In the meantime, I am going to go and get my ship mended, because goodness knows I don't want the thing to get sunk. I also want to sell this brig while we are at
Yes, sir, we can patch her right up.
Let's sell this for 44,000. Goodness, that's a very nice price. I should like to repair this, please. Yeah. Now that it's a bigger ship, it's going to be all the more expensive to replace it when it gets damaged, but never mind. So that's good. We've got that done. Get some more crew as well while we're here. And I shall say thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Come and have a wee bit of the old Tom Thumb, eh?
Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. The morale is terrible, which doesn't surprise me because they keep getting taken into fights where they keep dying, but never mind. Never mind. We might get some new cannons next week as well, actually. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for all the failures, but you didn't expect anything more from me, did you? Because if you did, you came in here with vastly overestimated expectations. So, yeah, look after each other, and good night.